this video, I'm going to be talking about false guidance, false teachings, religious dogma, and I'm not talking about like all religions are bad, that kind of thing, but like I'm just talking about the certain dogmas of how people have idols and see like maybe priests or other people that are like have a little bit of like power in a church or something, thinking that like they're prophets and they're like gods, and they're not. They're just human beings. So I feel like that what I experienced growing up as a kid, in Catholic school, for kindergarten and first grade and second grade and third grade, I went to a Catholic school. For kindergarten and part of first grade, the first school I went to, I was just in kindergarten. It was nothing, just being a little kid. But I remember that it was a religious school, really religious Catholic school, and like these teachers claimed to be very religious, but they were fucking assholes. Like, not gonna lie, they were just making us kneel on the ground for like 2 hours straight, so an hour straight till our knees hurt, And I remember I made a paper gun when I was like 5, playing Cowboys and Indians with my friends, and they were all yelling at me, like, what the hell? I'm like, I'm 5 years old, like, I don't know, like, any better. But just stuff like that, they were just really mean, and they were just like, they just yelled a lot. They just thought like just being a bitch was the right way. But honestly, that, this school's called St. Pius, I believe. Yeah, St. Pius. But yeah, I don't understand, like, if we want to like be, you want to like be a better person, spiritual, enlightened person, I think following God and Jesus is the truth. But, a lot of people will just be a complete dick, and like would God like or Jesus like just really mistreat a 5-year-old like for no reason? Of course not. So that's crap. That any adult that claims to be super religious would just mistreat and be very verbally abusive and mean to little kids. Like, what's that going to do? Oh, you're so spiritual. Oh, you're so religious. Apparently not. But honestly too, even as an adult, I know a lot of people that go to church that are terrible people, honestly. Like, their excuses, well, I go to church every Sunday. Well, you actually have to apply, things you're learning, from the scripture and the Bible into your real life, and do things to make you a better individual, a kind individual, and someone that's really evolved and not just some fucking jerk. Well, I go to church, that means I can excuse my narcissistic covert behavior. I'm like, bitch, no, like, it won't, like, but here's the thing, I do think some churches are great and have great community and great influence, but it's a tool. I feel like if you have a good parish you go to, that's great for you. And I do like some parishes in my town and churches, but apply the stuff outside in your life and live by example. This one priest I know who at the end of Mass saying you gotta live by example, and that's important. Do you really live by example? A lot of people don't, but that's an important thing and takeaway. So just because someone says they're like, and this could go either way. Yeah, the extreme atheists that say that they're know-it-all narcissistic, and you have narcissistic religious folks that don't live by example, and they just think just because they go to church it makes you a good person, but they're an asshole at the same time. You feel me? Done.